Welcome learners. So we have seen about operator precedence, right? So in this session, we are going to continue with Python revision tour 1, okay? But the topic is associativity of Python operators and then the typecasting, that is the type conversions, where we are going to cover implicit conversion and explicit conversion. Operator precedence and associativity are two main characteristics of operators that determine the evaluation order of sub-expressions in absence of brackets. So sub-expression is nothing but the evaluation of the splitting the expression into small units and then evaluating. So when dealing with operators in Python, we have the Python operator precedence, which is already studied, and now we are going to see about the associativity. If more than one operator exists in the same group, these operators have the same precedence. When two operators have the same precedence, associativity helps to determine the order of the operation. So, how do we define associativity? Associativity is the order in which an expression is evaluated that has multiple operators of the same precedence. Okay, so here there's no bracket. Almost all the operators have left to right associativity, but there are some cases where we use right to left associativity also. Now let's see few examples about left to right associativity. So let's see the print statement. 5 star 2, floor division 3. So when we evaluate this expression as such, it evaluates from left to right. So 5 star 2 is 10, 10 divided by 3 is 3. That's how it works. So now let's see, we want to override the left to right associativity. So what do? We put in a bracket for 2 divided by 3. Okay, so now what happens? 2 divided by 3 is executed first, where we get a 0 which is multiplied with 5, which gives a 0. So here we are overriding left to right associativity and providing right to left associativity. Now let's see the special case where we are using right to left associativity by default. It is exponent operator. So only exponent operator has right to left associativity in Python. So if we take this example, 2 exponent 3 exponent 2. So what happens? 3 exponent 2 is first executed, and then the 3 exponent 2 produces 9 and 2 exponent 9 produces 512. So that is the result. But when we try to put in a bracket for 2 exponent 3, what happens? We get a left to right associativity. So 2 exponent 3 is executed first, which provides 8. 8 exponent 2 gives 64, which is the output of this particular print. Okay. So now let's see non-associative operators. Assignment operators and comparison operators do not have associativity in Python. They have separate rules for sequences of this kind of operator, and they cannot be expressed as associativity. Let's see few examples. X less than Y less than Z. Neither means, so it doesn't mean that we have the associativity. That's what it is given here. So you can't make X less than Y, which is within bracket, and then you compare the result of X less than Y with Z. We won't do that, nor we will not do Y and Z is not compared, and then it is not, the result cannot be compared with X. Okay. So what do? So X less than Y less than Z is equivalent to X less than Y and Y less than Z. Clear? It will be executed from left to right. Furthermore, while chaining of assignments happen, like right, we have multiple assignments. So X is equal to, Y is equal to, Z is equal to 1. So this is a valid statement. Okay. So this statement is executable. But can we do the next one? x is equal to y is equal to z plus is equal to 2. This is actually an erroneous statement. You can't do this. Okay, it should be only assignment statement and the variable cannot be augmented. This is very important. Please note down. Next is assignment operators and comparison operators. That's why we call they are not associated. Now let's see an example. So this example is already seen. So let's move on to typecasting. Okay, the process of converting the value of one data type into another is called as type conversion. This type conversion has two types: implicit type conversion, explicit type conversion. Now about implicit type conversion. So if here in Python, a data type can be automatically converted to another data type. This is what is called as implicit type conversion. This process doesn't need any user involvement. We won't do anything manually. Let's see an example. Converting integer to float. So num underscore int is equal to 123, which is an integer. Num underscore flow is equal to 1.23, which is a float. Num underscore new is equal to num underscore int plus num underscore float. So here what we are doing is, for num underscore new, we are adding one integer with one float. And then we are trying to print the type of data type of num int and data type of num float. And then printing the value of num new, which is the addition of integer and float. And then we are going to see what type of data is num new. Okay. So here num new automatically it is converted to it is converted to float as we are adding an integer to a float. The result will be a float number, right? So that's why num new is taking a float data type. If you see the output, you will understand better. I'm giving you time to go through this code. Please go through. Yes. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is explicit type conversion. In explicit type conversion, users convert the data type of one object to another data type. Okay. Whatever we require, we just change the data type to that. Okay. We use the predefined functions like int of, float of, str of. Okay. These are called as explicit type conversion functions. This type of conversion we call it as typecasting. So explicit type conversion can also be termed as typecasting because user casts or changes the data type of the object. So here the syntax is required data type, then the expression within the bracket. Let's see an example for explicit type conversion. Here num int is equal to 123, num underscore str is equal to 456, which is enclosed within quotes. Okay. So now the data type of num int and the data type of num str is seen. So after which casting is going to happen. Okay. So what do we do after typecasting? So here typecasting is done. Okay. So when we try to typecast, type of num underscore str. So here num underscore str is equal to int of num underscore str. That is the statement which tells that the data type of num underscore str is changed to int. Okay. After which we are adding num int and num str and assigning to num underscore sum. Okay. So here we are going to see we type in or we print the num underscore sum and then we try to display the type of num underscore sum. What happens? That's what we are going to see now. The output is like data type of num int is int. Data type of num str is str by default. And after typecasting, what happens? It is converted to int because we are using int of function. Okay. So next comes sum. So we have calculated num underscore sum and then we determine the data type which is int. Okay.
Yes, students. So I guess this topic was interesting because we have learned how to play with expressions, right? So this operator precedence and typecasting, that is type conversion, helps in playing with the Python operators, and this associativity helps how to override and how to go with the evaluation of the expression. Thank you.